next one is a very interesting concept. I found out years ago in my travels that when you know the amount of letters in somebody's first, middle, and last name combined, that it lets you know what natural attributes they have. For instance, some people are natural drawers, or they can panel a room, or they can fix a car and do mechanical things. And it's so natural and so easy for them to do that they hardly consider it an attribute, yet other people realize around them that they have a talent for either drawing or fixing something or numbers or figuring something out. But it comes so easy to these people that they really don't consider it a talent. It's like anybody can do it, but it's not true. They can do it. Well, if you have 6 letters in your name, I'll go through a lot of these. You're a family type, you're attractive, and you naturally are able to give service and handle responsibility. If you're 7 letters in your name, there's a tendency to be intuitive or psychic, and you tend to be interested in religion or philosophy and health and beauty care. Usually people with the 7 in their name have their own particular philosophy in life. It might not be what everybody else is. A person that has 8 letters in their name are naturally financially adept, and they're good at money or business type, and they're studious, but they tend to be a loner. People with 9 letters are a public type. They're worldly and have self-identity type. They're identified for who or what they are by other people. 10 letters in one's name is a reputation type and an independent type, and they're known for what they do. Reputation type as being an independent person who's good at such and such, like Joe the barber or Tom the artist or Jill the hairdresser, that type. But they're usually known for what they do. 11 letters is the intuitive creative type. A lot of people with this vibration they can draw, or they can write, or they can do intuitive things, anything from acting on. But there's always issues about privacy in their life. Either that they don't have enough privacy or they have too much public contact. The 12 letters in one's name is they're a helpful type and they're willing to sacrifice their time, effort, or concern to other people. The 13 letters is usually a bossy, self-oriented, self-serving type, me first, and there's a lot of changes in places or locations or dealing with different locations involved with that person. The 14 letters in one's name is a public type. They have variable schedules. They're a real juggler of life, and they always question other people's actions or behavior, and they're usually out with the public, and they're very adept at dealing with groups of people or different kinds of people. 15 letters are usually good for talkers. They're good talkers. They get favors or considerations from others. And like any of the 6 vibrations, they're usually attractive to other people, and they draw other people through their physical attributes as well. The 16th is an introspective person who had a detachment with a male somewhere in their life. And again, with any of the 7s, they're introspective. They tend to deal with medical or chemical things, beauty or healthcare, or anything like that. But they could also deal with education, as they're a studious type. The 17 letters usually means one who has met and overcome the trials and tribulations of their life and their career. I'm just turning a page now. I want to make sure I get this all down. And they have a scientific leaning or tendency, and contact with water places always comes into their life. 18 is a worldly person, confused, and endings by upheaval in their life, and they usually have a lot of public contact. In other words, life may have flipped a couple of times with some kind of personal upheaval. The 20 letters is an emotional type of person, a good planner, waiting to form personal partnerships. In other words, long engagements or long waiting, not settling down till older age, or long courtships are likely with this type. And if you look at the 20th tarot card, it's the awakening. They usually wind up with a new plan late in life. The 21st is letters in one's name is success after struggle. They're able to help others and able to access the spiritual world or psychic world easily. Someone with 22 letters in their name is an organizer. They're able to fit in with all types of people, also foreign people or unusual people, and they're aware and accepting of their own mistakes. They feel that there's nothing they can do about them. The 23rd letter, 23 letters, is a good communication, and they usually get help from superiors, and they're very mercurial. Again, it's like a Mercury vibration. The 24th is a family type. They gain help from well-known or important people. And the 25 letters is a person that learns by experience. And like any of the 7, 16, or 25, the religion and spiritual things, any of the 7 people, 7, 16, or 25, are people that usually deal with themselves internally more than externally. And somebody would say that they're into themselves a lot, or they may seem distant to other people, but they're not really distant. They're just dealing with themselves and their own issues. The 26 type get opportunities, 26 letters, usually through reorganization of places or businesses or whatever. They usually get opportunities. And again, the 26th is a financial vibration. It's like the 8th or the 17th. They deal with financial situations. And of course, they get involved with property, assets, and legal matters. The 27 letters are rewards from productive intellect and a lot of public contact. The 28th is an independent type, and a loss through trust is likely, and concerns over older people, older relatives, and whatever. The 29th is an emotional person who has trust issues, are likely. And 30 is a detached person that's creative and somebody that does their own thing, but mentally they feel superior to other people. The 31 letters, an organizer, the needs of others come first, and contact with medical or chemical places is likely. But the people with these various numbers of letters in their name are able to handle those situations adeptly, and that's the point, that they don't consider it an attribute, and yet they do have attributes.